So this is not revolutionary, but it absolutely is evolutionary. If you know someone or you are using a CRM or project management software of some kind for a small business, if you are using a online marketing if you're using a social media planner platform of some kind, and if you are or if you're using an online courses and communities program, this is all of those and much more, all coalesced into one with all the functionality. There's a lot of attention getting by AI right now. But AI is about how you compose and engage in the conversation. The platform is about how you get that conversation, transport medium to get that conversation to the right person. It's the channel that you use that someone's listening to you on that channel. So what this is two applications: LeadConnector for you as the operator to manage your conversations, and Kollab for your community platform where people can log in and they can and have conversations with each other and access your content. So this is my, oh, that's a little bit odd. There we go. This is my community for, this is my CRM for the community that I'm running called GHL Business Launch, I and Devin Tracy. So what all these functionalities do is when someone joins the community, their information is shared inside between the two applications by LeadConnector, and I can now have engagement, emails, text messages, Facebook Messenger conversations if the person is opted in to Facebook or any of the other possible conversation channels, Instagram DM, WhatsApp if the person is giving me a WhatsApp phone number. And I can have those conversations, and in interest of not blurring out so much out, I'm not going to go through the different functionalities on the CRM side right now. But each of these menu items, the conversations, the calendars, there's nothing secure about that. Nothing. I won't click on any actual appointments. So if you know someone who's using Calendly or some other calendar system for their appointment bookings, now you can have the conversation that you're having with the person in the same platform as where their appointment is, and their appointment reminders in the conversation are synchronized in the same automation. The calendar in the CRM side then is synchronized with the calendar in the community's profile, the community's setting. And this thing just takes a little while to load because of my satellite internet, and I'm talking with my hands, and it burns a lot of my satellite bandwidth. So the community calendar, community events calendar, and the calendar in the CRM are talking to each other and synchronized. So someone has scheduled an appointment for a conversation with me later this week, and it's already synchronized, already showing them on my calendar on meanwhile these other calendars that are showing on my personal or on my business page, Bald Guy Marketing, are synchronized here so that they don't overlap with the events that are happening inside this calendar. All right. And I can manage my client payments. I can track my opportunities. And I think I'm going to have to blur some things out here because there's actual people's names. And yeah, there's no email addresses though. And so I can have something community side and I can immediately track how that's impacting on my CRM, on my prospect management side. Meanwhile, this particular account has no public social media, therefore it's not synchronized to the social planner, synchronized only to the community that I'm getting ready to show you. But if it was also synchronized to Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, those things that would show here as well. That would be an opportunity here as well. All right. So there's these functions, conversations that you're having back and forth, the calendaring, managing the individual details about the individual contact, your opportunities. I showed you the ability to track your transactions with that person, schedule your recurring payments with that person. All right, all of this stuff exists inside the CRM side, but here's where the magic is happening. I can have, and in my memberships in my CRM side, my community group is this GHL business launch, which imagine it as a private Facebook group. But I can also manage my courses, my digital products, my online access to whatever my material that I want my audience to be able to reach. I have this on the CRM side. This is the host. The host is on the CRM side. Generally, you can actually build some things on the and that's the synergy we're getting ready to talk about. You can build some things on the community side, but you lose some of the functionality because if you build it here in the CRM and then share it to the community, then suddenly you have this effect where when something happens in the community, we can track and analyze it here in the CRM. So this community group, GHL Business Launch, is this branded domain, ghl.omnihub.io. You have to know what that URL is. You will probably get invited by me to go to omnihub.io/challenge is how I would invite you to join this program. It will be the 90-day OmniHub challenge, currently showing just under 180 members. And this is how, in a 90-day sprint, Devin and I help you get your business from wherever you're currently stuck to whatever the next level that you're trying to get to is. And we take people from, I just barely have an idea and I need to get started, to I've had a couple sales, but nothing consistent. I don't have a system in place in order to generate business, to I've got this business and it's working, but I've hit a cap and I don't know how to make my time efficient enough to start getting to where it's actually producing income that's replacing my day job, or that's getting me the lifestyle I expect out of a business that I'm running. That's what we're trying to do in the OmniHub Challenge. So I would send you here and you would join this OmniHub Challenge, and it will take you to this private group. And in this private group, we have these channels. And if you're running one of these, you can add additional channels here, or you can add channels over in, I don't think you can add channels over in the CRM side. So you're adding your channels here, but the thing that you're doing when you have both is now you can actually set an automation where when something happens with the person, you can automatically give them the access to a different one of those courses that I just showed you. So if your courses are, so I showed you I have several courses. Most of them are Devin's content, giving credit. but inside I'm managing the platform. He's providing the content and the guidance, and he does the business consulting side. I do the technical side. So on the business, on the how we operate here, I'm managing how these are configured, how these courses are configured, and he's producing the courses. But I can have a triggering event in the private community, which then grants someone access to another course. Okay. And why that's significant is, so far, I've talked about being inside my URLs. So I have my own system that I'm tracking my own prospects. That's my CRM. And if I send someone to omnihub.challenge with a omni with a y, omnyhub.io/challenge, and they sign up for the community then that they sign up for is this branded ghl.omnihub.io version. But their information is immediately also reflected in the Go Kollab version. This URL is gocollab.com/ghl-business-launch-2. And it's the exact same. Here's Devin Tracy, make your intro post. Devin Tracy, make your intro post. Keith Bashir's, Action 1, complete the OmniHub Challenge short course. Keith Bashir's, Action 1, complete the OmniHub Challenge short course. They're the exact same thing, just two different URLs to get to it. And what's interesting here is, inside this community, then, both on the branded side and on the Go Kollab side, I have the tabs. I have my learning. These are the same. Now, this is where someone who's in the community can access those trainings. I have my events calendar. That's where someone accesses my live training opportunities. And then I have this leaderboard where people can get some little bragging rights for engaging. And then an about page that tells someone that comes here what it's about. All right. And if something happens here in the ghl.omnihub.io group, it's the same thing happening here. Leaders board about, and here's a really fun tool. I'm going to go ahead and show off this little tool. When you're in this group mode, you can actually change it to dark mode and be a little bit easier on your eyes. That's a nice little luxury feature. All right. So what's significant, though, about this gocollab.com GHL Business Launch subdomain, or Go Kollab, instead of the GHL omnihub.io subdomain where the program is hosted. If we go to the Go Kollab, but the GHL Business Launch 2 page, it's actually hosted on this Go Kollab discovery site. And if it's hosted here, we can do a refresh really quick just to confirm. I'm logged in. I'm back. It's shifted back into dark mode, and this is all running on. It's all running on a program on the core platform HighLevel. And interestingly enough, my community that I and Devin host is the 8th in our category. We are the 8th largest, and obviously they're pretty small communities. When the leading group is over 10,000, but the next one's barely 5,000, 1,626. Right. So these are pretty small groups. Here's the punchline. If you have a niche industry, if you have an information-based business where either you're selling access to information, selling access to a course, this is a perfect platform. If you're using access to information as a way to attract the right audience and then selling something else, this is a perfect platform for you. And if you're in that industry, you've probably heard of a platform which isn't a school, but whose name rhymes with school. And every single one of these communities, even if it's offered for free, costs that school community owner $99 a month. The price for these is not nearly there. For purposes of this video, I'm not telling you a price because some people are probably selling it for more than selling because they're providing, because where the value is over here on the CRM side. And so people price the CRM at several different price points. But if you just go Kollab, go to the parent level, and you create your free community, it says free on purpose. You can just create a community here. And if you choose to do that, and then later realize you need the CRM features, please, I would appreciate you reaching out to me, and I'll have this on YouTube. And so in the notes, show notes on the YouTube, I will definitely have the link to my sign up. So if you choose to use HighLevel and not subscribe to my OmniHub, just subscribe directly to HighLevel. Now you get all of that CRM functionality, conversations, calendars, pipeline, opportunity tracking, the automations, the reviews, reputation management, all of those functionalities. And that's how you run on the backside, the business side of the information that you're putting out in this community. I'm Keith. I'm the bald guy. And I will assure you that you, whatever industry you're in, there's probably a community that's in that niche, in this group, in this platform, but there's not more than a few. There's an opportunity for you to get a huge access early, and you should take advantage of it. Okay, I'm Keith. I'm the bald guy. I have small businesses with marketing, and in particular, if they are currently using Skool or some other online community platform, I'd love to have a conversation with you about how maybe this is a better platform from a functionality standpoint, but certainly from a pricing standpoint.